We Emhotep Nefer Kemet. Welcome in great peace to Egypt. In this second part on banquets and parties in our country, I'll continue the tour with you. You will know what we used to eat and drink. And as well you will enjoy with us our entertainment, singing, and dancing. One of the hospitality traditions is to offer wine by servants to the guests. For ladies, wine is brought in a small vase, which when emptied into the drinking cup or plate, is handed to an under-servant, who is ready to help. But for men, it is frequently presented in a one-handled goblet, without being poured into any cup. Sometimes wine is served in a large or small goblets of gold, silver, alabaster, or other materials. These are examples of ewers, cups and goblets made of brass. Our guests can enjoy beer using a straw. Overdrinking of wine and beer might lead some guests to get drunk. It is too late for the servant to offer help. While food is being prepared, the drinks are offered to the guests. Singers and dancers present their show to entertain the guests. The guests assemble in a sitting room within, and are entertained with music during the interval that precedes the announcement of dinner. A group of dancers entertain the guests as well. Their dancing is according to clapping their hands to maintain the rhythm. Some professional dancers can perform difficult movements like acrobats or like what you call ballet. Some of these movements can be compared to your dances, like what you call rumba, samba, cha-cha-cha, rock and roll, mambo, or belly dancing. Here, mixed dancing is also performed. In small parties, few musicians like a harpist and a lute player perform together. Sometimes, I could arrange for a band of blind singers and a harpist, so they wouldn't violate the privacy in women's parties, so the ladies can sit at ease. A bigger music band is formed of a lute player, a harpist, and two flutists. They are all blind musicians. There are also female musicians who can play in an orchestrated work like here. A harpist, a lute player, and a rhythm keeper. This is another band of female musicians. It is formed of a harpist, a lute player, a flutist and a lyre player as well as a little dancer. This is a collection of musical instruments used in our parties, such as harps, lyres, flutes, pipes, trumpets, drums, tambourines, and sistrums. So, after the welcome tokens, it is time for food. Now I will welcome my guests to the real banquet. We Emhotep. Ta-Henqet. The servants are carrying trays laden with delicacies to the banquet table. The food is arranged in platters and bowls made of materials such as pottery and faience, or even a refined quality of alabaster bowls, dishes and goblets. We use a variety of table tools including spoons, ladles, and simpula. The Egyptians did not have a word that means banquet, but banquet tables are obvious from our tomb paintings. The main items in the banquet include meat, fish, fowl, pigeons, geese and ducks. We serve a variety of vegetables on our table such as lettuce, cucumber, chickpeas, olives, tiger nuts, onions, leeks and garlic. Our dishes are flavored by some spices like herbs, rosemary, cinnamon, dill and cumin. The guests enjoy eating raisins, dates, figs, melons, grapes, apples, watermelon, pomegranates and mulberries. We could prepare as many as 40 different types of bread and cakes. The most important two staples in our food are bread and beer. By bread and beer, we mean every good thing. Egyptians would even greet each other by saying, Ta-Henqet, meaning bread and beer, thus wishing each other prosperity. We say it to each other as we approach the banquet. And when we leave it as well. At the end of the party in the banquet, everyone is happy. Now my guests will leave in peace. That is how we, as noble class in Kemet, welcome our guests. And that is how we enjoy our gatherings. The last thing I'd like to tell you is about the rumors launched against me. Some said that I have 6 wives, because of the 6 names of women mentioned on the walls of my tomb in Thebes. Actually, they are just epithets given to my beloved wife, SENNEFER'S, the royal wet nurse. Each one of these names was mentioned to be the royal wet nurse. Is it possible for me to marry 6 royal wet nurses? My beloved wife died and I gave her all these names as epithets. But I appeared with my sister Merit, as a female companion in a separate place in the tomb. This is because my wife died before me. It is important to cross to the netherworld with a female companion. So, there are 5 epithets for my only wife, SENNEFER'S. And the 6th name, Merit, was that of my sister. I also wonder, what is wrong of being a cousin of Amenemopet, the vizier of the whole south? He supported me in my career. And I have to acknowledge him and appreciate his favors. Even my parents and grandparents didn't escape such a misunderstanding. But this is another story. Anyway. We are reaching the end of this tour. A very poignant statement written on an unknown Egyptian tomb advises the living, it says. With a bright face, celebrate the joyful day and rest not therein. For no one can take away his goods with him. Yeah, no one returns again, who has gone hence. Imhotep, be in peace.
Make sure to tune in to my next videos. If you have any thoughts or questions, add them to your comments. Kindly press the like, share and subscribe buttons. I'm Farag Sharabasi. See you in the next episodes. Thank you.